Okay, so now I'm going to design something in Corjl, and then in the next video we'll see what it looks like when it's being demoed by potential customers, and then I'll show you what it looks like once a customer has purchased. So I'm going to take you from the very beginning to the very end so you can see what this all looks like, a kind of a general overview. So here I've created an artboard. You'll see the title up here, baby announcement. The dimensions up here, these tools here only apply to the artboard. They don't apply to any of the elements like the text or the images. So you have the zoom in, zoom out. Here you can duplicate a page. Here you can add a page, or you can delete a page, which we don't have the option to delete the only page that is on there. So that will be available if you have more than one page. So let's go ahead and get started. I saved the final design that I wanted so that I can use it as a guide. So this has the text and the colors and the placement that I want. And this makes it really easy and saves a lot of time when you're transferring your designs over, if you can have something like this. So I'm going to lock this over here in the layers panel so that it's not moving around. Okay, we've got that there. Now go over to the images, and I'm going to add the background. And since I don't need that background right now, I'm going to pull it behind the guide in the layers panel. And I will lock that one as well right now. I'm also going to make this background hide it as a layer so that customers cannot edit it, and it won't show up as a layer at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the photo over here. I'm going to click and drag. You can either click and drag or double click. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to line this up here, and we'll use those arrows. Okay. And then we've got a star. So let's add the star, and I'm going to bring that right there. And there we go. So very simple design. And so you'll see over here in my images, I also have a heart. And if you want to add other items, options for your customers, let's say you have a customer who might want a heart instead of a star. Well, you can actually right click on this heart and click on add to additional design images. And then if you go to this tab right here, you'll see that that heart has been added there. And so when customers are designing, if they click on the star and select replace image, they'll see that heart, and they can replace the star with a heart. So we'll leave that heart right there. And now let's go add some text. So we'll go up to the fonts tab right here. And I've already added my font, so I'm going to double click on that and that. And let's bring this one down here. And I'm going to add some space, so it just makes it a little bit easier for customers if they have more info to already have the text box stretched out like that. You can either double click into the text box to change the text, or you can, and so that one I did there, and I'm going to change that. I think it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to change the text size there. I gotta click off the artwork first there. Okay. Or you can click up here in the tools panel in this little text box area, and you can change the text there. So I'm just going to type in baby, and there we go. We've got that. I'm going to make this a little bigger. I'll bring this down here. And let's line this up. And there we go. Okay, so we've got this pretty much done. So now let's go ahead and let's hide this, or let's delete the guide. So I'm going to come over here in my layers panel, and I know that this one is, I have it labeled as baby guide, so I'm going to delete that, and there we go. We've got that. Now you can see I need to change the color of the text. So if you go over here to this rectangle right here and click on it, you can change the color or enter text number. Do that one for this one too. And there's some other options you'll see down here. Here's the RGB, and HSL, and there we go. There's a lot of things you can do with text, so I encourage you to experiment a little bit. We've got, this is, you can, if you want to change the style, you can do that here. These are the fonts that you've included in the design. They'll all show up there. You can, let's click on that text again. You can bold text, or if you click on some of these other things, here's letter spacing, and you can make it increase the spacing between characters, or line spacing also, so increase the spacing or decrease it with the lines. Here's style text. You can add a drop shadow to your text, and there's some options there, so you can experiment with that. Add a stroke or an outline to the text, or add an outer glow, and you can change the color and some of the other things there. So okay, let's say that we're finished with our design, and I'm going to save it. And that's it for this video. In the next video, I will show you again the demo view and then the customer view of what the design looks like once it's been purchased. Thanks.